people, you're all special, the people that say we love you, extra amounts here. We really, really can. We ready for our next act? Here's your friend of mine. Let's give it up on the music, Dave. Let's get off with Mark Cox.
Good evening, everybody. How are you all doing? Has anybody here ever been told they look like somebody famous? Yeah. Give me some names. Who?
Seth Rogen.
Okay.
Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt. Wow. You might be looking at me thinking he looks kind of familiar. I want to go through a list of names of what people have said I look like, and I want you to give me a shout if you agree with them. John Oliver.
Yeah.
Ben Elton.
Yeah.
Ian Stone.
Yeah.
Okay. The other one I got the other day was Timmy Mallet. Fucking God. That was one I thought was false. But no, I'm sure David Baddiel. Yay! Yeah. The thing is, we do have one thing in common though. We're both Jewish. Well, I say Jewish in that I'm Jew-ish. In that I'm probably about as Jewish as like a bacon bagel or a bar mitzvah at the moment. It's not really for me. Whenever I have a pint, it's got to be with pork scratchings. I always thought the kipper was a fish. And I don't know about any of you, but I've got no fucking idea what kosher actually means. Does anybody know what it means? Not just me then. And I've been doing this set for probably a month now, and I still can't be asked to look it up because it ruins the joke if I know. But there is one way I know I'm Jewish, and it's the obvious way. So here comes that circumcision joke from a Jew again. At a few days old, there was me probably sat in a room with a rabbi who had my cock in one hand whilst wielding a scalpel in the other, and it got me thinking about: do you think rabbis now have moved with like the modern age? Do you reckon they're on Groupon? They do group, the group discounts and buys and stuff. Do they get the boys in the room and go chop, 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 chop? And then what would they do with the offcuts as they go along? Do they put them on their fingers like we used to do as kids with hula hoops? Yeah, I know, it's a grim one. But I was a victim, so I can say it. But yeah, I was Mark with a C, because my mum wanted me to sound exotic. But as I was growing up, I kind of did want to change my name, because I got sick of having to spell it every fucking time. So I got it down to two options, and those two options were Phil and Paul. But when your surname's Cox, you're better off sticking with Mark. But at the age of 30 as well, I nearly died. Spoiler alert. I had something that's called... I didn't expect that one. I had something that's called a pulmonary embolism. I don't know if anybody knows what that is. Yeah. What is it? On the test now. Whoever said it?
A lung clot.
Thank you. Not a heart attack as somebody insisted it was the other night. No, it's a blood clot in the lung. I collapsed at home at the age of 30, reached for the phone, dialed 999, and an ambulance turned up. Do you remember those days? I ended up being rushed in. Nobody knew what was wrong with me, and I'm sat in a doctor's room, and I'm literally begging him for pain relief. And I said, please doc, this is unbearable. It feels like I've got something sat on my chest. And he kind of said to me, he said, this is the NHS, what do you want? I said, give me some morphine. He said, I can't offer you morphine. I said, I'll give you some gas and air. I went, fucking hell, I'm not pregnant. And it then occurred to me that I've looked at him in a really delusional state, and I've looked at him and gone, are you seriously offering gas to a Jewish man? All right, Dr. Goebbels. But to be fair to him, he was offering gas to a Jewish man, not to gas a Jewish man. It's one word difference, but a whole different fucking film. And it actually turns out that my condition is actually hereditary. So who says Jews don't share? I did try and I thought about kind of tracing my family tree as well. So I don't know if anybody's tried to do that. But if you've got Austrian Jewish heritage, it's not that fucking easy. I always thought the Germans were good at lists. Yeah, that face there. But no, Where was I going with that? Put me off. I wasn't expecting a little laugh at that point. Maybe a little bit bigger. It makes people feel really uncomfortable. I'm sorry, but again, it's my heritage. But with the whole Jewish thing as well, is that my family, I ended up getting put on blood thinners. So I'm on blood thinners for life. My family decided that we need you to have one of those medical wristbands. So in my wife's words, so if you ever have a fall, I'm 30 years old, I'm not just going to fall down. You know that the doctors know what they're treating. Okay, I'll do that. So I went up to Amazon, I bought one of these wristbands, and the only thing it's done is it's fucked up my Amazon recommends. So now all I get is recommendations for slippers, incontinence pads, and the latest one is a book on racism, because traditionally those that are on blood thinners are a little bit older, and a box set of Midsummer Murders on VHS. But I also think I've got Alexa checking up on me as well, to make sure I haven't fallen over and if the music's too loud. But I wonder if it's in cahoots with Google, because all Google wants to do now is tell me, here's some Viagra, here's some Viagra. So do you know what? In my life at the moment, nothing says sexy to me like thin blood and a thick cock. My name's been Mark, you've been lovely.